Begin by simply listening. Slow down and see just how peaceful today can be. Thank you so much for being here. You can call me Sebastian Smalls. If this goes right, I have a hunch, a psychic intuition, if you will, that this one's going to be kind of fun. And I might do a bunch of episodes like this because I think it's a good idea. But I want you to be surprised. So, thank you so much for being here. Really quick, I want to post this to Facebook just to keep people in the loop. So I go to, and I want to check the sound too to make sure everything's working right. So what we do here is we go. Begin by simply listening, slow down, and see just how peaceful today can be. Thank you so much for being here. Today, instead of the Dune intro, I was going to do a, you'll see. Okay. Alexa, knock knock.
Knock knock. Who's there? Banana. Banana who? Banana fana fo fana fi fi mo mana.
Okay, so we do share. Move it so I can freaking see the screen. Oh, I have to open it. Sound test, can you hear myself? Let's see. Where are my buttons? Okay, so we do share. Move it so I can freaking see the screen. Facebook. Steve. Okay. This would be a fun one. So they don't use the thumbnail that way, they use that, but that's fine. Okay, I think we should start over. So, begin by simply listening, slow down, and see just how peaceful today can be. Begin by simply listening, slow down, and see just how peaceful today can be. Thank you so much for being here. Today, instead of the Dune intro, I was going to do a, you'll see. Okay. Alexa, knock knock.
Knock knock. Who's there? Banana. Banana who? Banana fana fo fana fi fi mo mana. Banana.
This is a sound test. Can I hear myself?
Oh, and just so you know, this
Simply listening. Slow down and see just how peaceful it is.
oh, and the plan for after the short preview video thing is 39 steps, Orson Welles.
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the God who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
Good luck, have fun.
This is Command. Your house squadron, come in. 2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board. This is Operator 6-0. All units confirmed. We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target. Understood. Once you reach their end... air defenses. Proceed to manual attack formation. Then destroy the Goliath-class unit by any means necessary, and gather what data you can. Understood. 12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged.
Sweetie, no matter what anybody says, I love you better than
Origin point,
anybody
long-range
in
lasers
the
confirmed.
whole world. I'm alone
11 feet down. Our HO229 cancelers are
I
ineffective.
can't stop feeling lonesome. Heaven knows when I'm sure.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Hi, baby. This is your lonesome girl.
Requesting permission to engage.
Gather round me with your sentimental heart and a pair of pretty eyes and a smile. I've waited all day for you to turn me. So get comfortable, light up a pipe full of Bond Street, and dismiss everything but pretty thoughts from your mind. Oh no, what tomorrow may bring. I wonder what I know when my heart starts to sing. Knows that I've been missing you, but I've kept busy so I wouldn't be so lonesome. Today I spent the whole day wrestling with a chair I'm attempting to reupholster. It's a very slow process, and I'm not sure I'll do a very good job. Because I get lumps in the padding that goes on before the actual cloth, and I can't seem to tuck in all the little edges that must be put out of sight. Upholsterers at this moment are my biggest heroes, and I wish I knew one who could help me finish this chair, so that it'll be done when you return. Muffin, it seems I just keep missing you all day long. Once I had a feeling you just walked by when I stopped at a newsstand.
4B down.
How else can I explain my heart suddenly beating a little faster and my hand shaking as I picked up the
2B to Operator 6-0.
Was it just
All allied
imagination,
units down.
sweetie?
The
Or wasn't
operation
there
is
a touch of that familiar
awaiting further
aroma?
orders. Operator
The
2B.
aroma of the
We need
wonderful
you to rendezvous
tobaccos.
with Unit 9S and begin
It could
gathering
only be
data on the
Bond
local
Street.
terrain. Understood.
I couldn't miss that anyway. Bond Street tobacco is so mild and mellow, so good to smoke and to taste and to smell. A real man's tobacco to capture the heart of the girl he loves. And that's me, baby. The girl who loves you for all the things that are yours. Your wonderful laugh, the sound of your voice, and the touch of your hand. And yes, sweetie, the tobacco, the Barn Street tobacco you smoke. They're all yours and I love them. Black, touch, bullets, tobacco. So don't ever change, people. Don't change your ties or the look in your eyes or the Barn Street tobacco you smoke. For these are the things I love, lover. Sweetie, this is certainly an angry, crazy world, isn't it? I've gotten so I hate to read the papers. But you know what I think it's doing to everybody? It's bringing about a kind of personal peace in the world. I've noticed neighbors who've been enemies suddenly becoming friends. And guys and gals who've been pouting or playing proud have suddenly kissed down the aisle. This is the time, Angel, when we can meet. And there should be lots of forgiving and forgetting in the hearts of people who really love them. That's why I elected to record it during the tall record, which I feel carries a definite message that's really important. Never let the sun set on a flower. Martha, I know you have a special type of kids in life, and I'm glad you're sort of particular. It shows you're a man of good taste. And you know what else is a sign of your good taste? The fact that you always love Barn Street tobacco. That also shows that you're particular about the tobacco you choose. Of course, maybe I'm prejudiced, but I just naturally expect you to like a fine girl and a fine tobacco out of Barn Street, because you're a fine person. Sweetie, Barn Street goes with you, just like dreams go with a song, like kisses go with a moon. And like love goes with the summer night. And why not? There is no finer tobacco than Barn. None richer, none more aromatic, none more pleasant, and it's cool to smoke. In fact, there's no tobacco that you should smoke but Barn Street. So smoke it for us, Angel. I can enjoy its mild aroma too, you know. Well, lover, you might say this has been an evening of much ado about nothing, but I've had fun and I hope you do. There's one thing for sure. I'll be here again tomorrow night, thanks to Barn Street Tobacco, with the same old. Meanwhile, take it easy, and remember that you're a lonesome gal. Loves you better than anybody in the whole world. Who knows what tomorrow may bring? I wonder where I'll know when my heart starts to sing. If you have love to spare, gifts to share, why don't you be a part? Share them with your lonesome gal. Good night.
Program download.
Sweetie, no matter what anybody says, I love you better than anybody in the whole world.
Oh no!
The beginning is a very delicate
Alexa?
time.
Knock knock?
Know then that it is the year 10,191.
Oyster.
The known universe is ruled by the Padishah Emperor Shaddam IV, my father. In this time, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice expands consciousness. The spice is vital to space travel. The Spacing Guild and its navigators, whom the spice has mutated over 4,000 years, use the orange spice gas, which gives them the ability to fold space. That is, travel to any part of the universe without moving. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you. The spice exists on only one planet in the entire universe. A desolate, dry planet with vast deserts. Hidden away within the rocks of these deserts are a people known as the Fremen, who have long held a prophecy that a man would come, the Messiah, who would lead them to true freedom. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune.
Hello my friends, and welcome to the third book of the Harry Potter series, titled The Prisoner of Azkaban. Chapter 1. Outpost. Harry Potter was a highly unusual boy in many ways. The one thing he needed the summer holidays more than any other time of the year. For another, he really wanted to do his homework, but was forced to do it in secret, in the Meadows. And he also happened to be a wizard. It was nearly midnight, and he was lying on his stomach in bed, the blankets drawn right over his head like a tent, a flashlight in one hand and a large leather-bound book, A History of Magic by Matilda Bagshot, propped open against the pillow. Harry moved the tip of his eagle feather quill down the page, frowning as he looked for something that would help him write his essay, which, burned in the 14th century, was completely pointless. Discuss. The quill paused at the top of a likely-looking paragraph. Harry pushed his round glasses up into his nose, moving his flashlight closer to the book and read. Near
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death.
Glitter on the edge.
By simply listening, slow down, just how peaceful today can be.
Matt Orson Welles produces and directs the 19th broadcast in the Mercury Theatre series of dramatized great narratives. There have been a number of famous authors represented in the broadcast, but none so young as Ellis St. Joseph, whose name many of us may be hearing for the first time tonight. The story is one which Mr. Welles has long considered, and he takes great pleasure in presenting A Passenger to Bali by Ellis St. Joseph, one of the great short novels of recent years. The young author was born in 1911 and gathered material for A Passenger to Bali during a trip on a freighter in the Pacific. Though all the characters in his story are imaginary, the hurricane and certain other of the incidents actually took place. The freighter upon which...
Unusual tonight. Like what? Oh, for one thing, Shanghai Port Police. Yes, that is. Not more than a minute back the launch went by. Anything wrong, Captain?
No, I'm certain of it. It should have been out of the harbor and down the river 2 hours ago.
What would be in the wind, Captain?
Just, for instance, some sort of trouble on the waterfront, I suspect. I knew something was brewing when we had trouble getting our deckhands.
Oh, is that all, sir? I was worried for a minute.
It's quite enough, Mr. Stagg. You can go right on being worried.
No, I thought from the way them police looked, it might have something to do with us, sir.
What? Is it a roundabout?
Personal like.
Well, it will if we don't clear this harbor. Theater on the air. On a freighter in the Pacific. Though all the characters in his story are imaginary, the hurricane and certain other of the incidents actually took place. The freighter upon which he traveled was making its last voyage, and his story carries the weight of first-hand experience. The Mercury Theatre on the Air presents A Passenger to Bali, starring Orson Welles as Dr. Albie Wolf.
Took itself from my mind, my last lingering glimpse of Wolf as I left him. A vision that appeared more than it did at the time. It has grown real in the 14 years that have passed. It was what some men call chance and others destiny that link our lives from the dock at Shanghai, and a light disrupted them 200 miles out at sea. I merely accepted him as a passenger on the steamship Roundabout, a tramp steamer flying the British flag, carrying a crew of 3 white officers and 20 Kanaka boys, which I own and put to trade in the southern Pacific.
Listen to that, you are me. Fog's getting colder and thicker every minute. Jammy, that's what it is. Yeah, gives you the creeps not to see 5 foot in front of you. Only wide wherever you look. Dunno, fog is fog. Well, sometimes it is and sometimes it ain't.
Superstitious, Mr. Randall?
Now, look here, Mr. Stagg. You might be first mate, and me only second mate. We're both sailors, and I says it's a little queer. Fog like this ain't natural on the NC River this late in the year. The anchor ain't lifted yet. Captain broke. Bad omen, that's what.
Saw a rat dive overboard this morning.
You're joking. We don't want to joke about a thing like that. That's wrecks leaving a ship. No seafaring man is...
Shanghai, what's late?
What are they snooping around here for, like blooming ghosts?
Not so bad, maybe.
Maybe worse, eh? What I want to know is what brings them here. Here, Mr. Stagg, to the roundabout. I got a feeling about this here ship.
Gentlemen,
Mr. Engel?
Yes, Captain English.
They didn't bring the coal on board. Will you pay them off as quickly as possible?
Yes, I'll do that, Captain. Time's money, that's what I said.
Dirty bargain. Notice how she's closing in, blowing right up the river in our faces. We're right at the set. Have you noticed anything unusual tonight? Like what? Oh, for one thing, Shanghai Port Police. Yes, I did. Not more than a minute back, the launch went by. Anything wrong, Captain?
No, I'm certain of it.
We should have been out of the harbor and down the river 2 hours ago. Oh, what would be in the wind, Captain? Just, for instance, some sort of trouble on the waterfront, I suspect. I knew something was brewing when we had trouble getting our deckhands. Oh.
Is that all, sir? I was worried for a minute. It's quite enough, Mr. Stagg. You can go right on being worried.
No, I thought from the way them police looked, it might have something to do with us, sir.
What?
Is it roundabout?
Personal, like.
Well, it will if we don't clear this harbor. Not a very pretty world where peaceful men have to go about carrying a gun.
Never knew you'd have told one of them before. Protection, huh?
From what? From the Yankee gang here. And the river pirates that shot it. From my own Kanaka boys, if they get the right meaning of the wrong words. From such a night as this.
Captain? That you, Captain?
Yes, Mr. Engel.
I paid that clothing gang double quick, Captain. What I says is, save time, save money. Eh? Time's money.
Right you are, Mr. Engel. We've got precious little of both of them. Well, let's be off. Give the orders, Mr. Stagg. Yes, sir? That was the first time I heard that man's voice, calling my name. It's been ringing in my ears ever since. That was the first time I saw his enormous figure in his bell-shaped greatcoat. A figure that haunts me still. Haunts me. Mind you, I accept no more responsibility for his end, if it was an end, than I do for his emergence from the fog that night.
Captain English.
Yes? Who is it?
I the honor of addressing Captain English, the roundabout.
I am Captain English.
Allow me to introduce myself, Captain English. I am the Reverend Dr. Rob Walks, a Dutch missionary. A missionary, Captain, bound for Bali, there to distribute Bibles, spread the word of the Lord.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Your hand, sir. The Lord has brought us together tonight, Captain. What the Lord has put together, let no man put asunder.
Isn't that your marriage sermon, Dr. Walks?
Well, Captain, our first meeting is a marriage.
Or a parting.
Captain.
Oh, that was a good one. Begin by simply listening. Slow down and see just how peaceful today can be. That was really fun. I think I'll do more episodes like that where we just listen to just something random and fun. Lonesome Gal. Bond Street tobacco is so mild and mellow, so good to smoke and to taste and to smell. A real man's tobacco to capture the heart of the girl that he loves. And that's me, baby. The girl who loves you for all the things that are yours. The sound of your voice and the touch of your hand. Look in your eyes and yes, the tobacco. The Bond Street tobacco you smoke. They're all yours and I love them. Sound, laugh, look, tobacco and all. So don't ever change, dreamer. Don't change your ties or the look in your eyes or the Bond Street tobacco you smoke. For these are the things I love. Lover. Anyway, that was really fun. Yeah.
Mommy, a superhero! Wow, Stevie, you want to say hi?